Yo, today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your online activity should not be public, so protect yourself at expressvpn.com/achievement.
Do you want me to
Winnie the Pooh's
lie?
banned some places.
Yeah, Fiona,
Oh,
lie.
your
Don't be
ass
like
off.
them. Don't be like them.
Treat it like
okay?
it's Among
Right.
Us.
Welcome to Off Topic. This show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Stop putting your online data at risk, you fool. Get protected at expressvpn.com/RTTV. I'm your host, Mikey J. We've got
What is going
Lindsay J.
on?
Hello.
what's up?
What is
You
going
look
on?
like it's
You
2015, Michael.
Trevor
This
and
is
Alfredo.
2009.
Michael's
what
much older.
are
Way out of
Beanie in
here.
the-
What's
yeah, what is-
going
Why not, right?
on?
What is that
Shit.
hair?
What is going?
Michael-
That's good, dude. Where's my
Michael got
board,
younger,
man?
but we got
Where's my
older?
board? Where's my skateboard?
You're like Chad. Is that you?
is Brink and Johnny Tsunami. Johnny Tsunami?
I love
Johnny
Tsunami.
Tsunami.
What are you talking about?
What is that?
Talking about Brink, we're
Michael.
talking about
I'm only
Smart House, we're
23.
talking about
Yeah.
Luck of the
You do look
Irish.
The motherfucker over
23.
there shops at Zoomies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're-
It's great too
you're a
because that's where you
Zoomer.
can get some of our Achievement Hunter merch at Zoomies.
Yes, you can.
You can.
You thought it was an insult.
And now
Alfredo
you
was
can,
complimenting
too.
me. He was like, "Motherfucker shops at Zoomies," which is awesome.
Because it has Achieve merch
Yeah, it
in
does.
stores.
That was not.
and on the website.
We didn't have to talk about
Planned
that. What just happened?
all.
Just so you know.
It worked.
Did it?
What do you want? What do you? It worked, I
Dude,
guess.
people are
Whatever.
running
Fee,
out
are we
to
wearing one of
Zoomies
those
right
twin
now.
shirts where it's
Oh
like
my
see our
God, we're wearing.
shoulders?
Well, so
It's a
here's-
double-headed shirt.
Oh, I was
We're
gonna-
wearing the same
Oh, now
shirt,
it's-
right?
the illusion's
I
But
wore
gone.
that shirt
I-
I
yesterday.
have.
I
that.
never
both
wear.
have
almost
the
put that
I'll
shirt
be
on.
honest. I never wear pink, but because I dyed my hair pink, I was like, well, this might
Oh.
match.
You matching?
It's a nice shirt. I
I
like
feel
it a
you,
lot.
Fiona. It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
looks
wasn't
nice.
partial to pink too. Now, growing
Yeah.
up, did you have the like? I had shitty like internalized misogyny where I was like, "Oh, pink, like it's girly." Like no one.
It wasn't
Now I
even
love
th-
pink.
Yeah, it wasn't even that for me. It was I loved pink, but when I put it on, I was like, what the fuck is that? Take it off. I don't want it. So
What is
yeah.
this
So
color?
now I'm like this.
You're
Welcome to
basically
Off
like, who
Topic.
did this to me?
Yeah.
I did
I
this
don't
to me.
know.
Take
So
this
much-
off me.
So much has happened.
Talk about so
Yeah,
much
what
has happened.
has happened?
What's
I'll
going on?
tell
What's
you
happening?
now,
Break it down.
Fiona. Tell us now. What are you doing later? What are you doing tonight? You got something exciting going on. Look at your face.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh, what's going on,
Yo, he's
Fee?
excited but
Uh,
nervous.
This is good
I'm-
news. What are you talking
Oh.
about?
No, I'm not even
Yes.
nervous. I have to play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
You test
Look,
your mic,
just
Fiona.
With?
Up,
With
left,
Megan
right,
Thee
left, right,
Stallion.
punch.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
so cool, though.
That's really
Yeah, it's awesome. It's
That's-
very cool.
pretty
But
awesome.
my ass is gonna get whooped
Oh,
live on stream, and everyone's gonna see it, and they're not gonna hire me again. This is
Oh.
the first and last time.
No, Megan's
mean-
gonna be like, yo,
only
bring
need
her
once.
back. That felt
Mhm.
good, though. That felt good.
So-
like,
Yeah.
No matter what they're
whooping
gonna
some ass
score,
has never been easier.
just hope for a layup. Hope you don't get dunked on.
I like the
I'm-
Twitter exchange
oh,
when
yeah,
Fiona
don't
was
dunk
like,
on it.
"Oh, I'm gonna get my
Don't
ass
dunk.
handed to me, and then I'll thank her afterwards." I'm like, "Yeah, you should." Like,
Thank you.
thank you
Right,
for
yeah,
beating
no,
me up.
I'm gonna thank her for it, but at the same time, it's like, damn, that's crazy. I'm never getting hired again.
Got
Gamer
this,
who?
Fiona. No,
Not
what
me.
happens
Look,
if you?
somebody's gotta
what happens
win,
if you
Fiona.
win? Yeah.
You're right. But there's a difference between like losing with maybe just like with the possibility of winning and losing when it's just like there was no other option. Like it just couldn't be it. It was such a breeze, you know?
Could we do the thing where Fiona is playing, but we like choose a champion to the side, and we're like, "Oh, here we go."
Here's the thing. Here's
Amazing.
the thing. What I'm gonna say is that my little brother took my controller.
There we go.
Yeah, but
Oh,
That's
you-
why
good
I'm
call.
losing.
Yeah, you
My
gotta
little
let him
brother
play.
took my
But the
controller. That
problem-
wasn't me. That wasn't me.
The problem with video games is generally your little brother is better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video games go in
Or-
the opposite direction.
Use
well, not my little brother.
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
Look,
not
I'm-
good at
I-
games.
all his little ass was doing was anytime I played a video game,
Little
he'd
ass.
just
His
watch
tiny
me.
little ass.
A little, he was just
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah,
how my sister was.
I want
She
to
would
play
just
video
watch.
games, and then would give me the controller, and I was like,
His little
okay, let
ass.
me play the video game. and you
Damn, all right.
sit and watch.
Oh,
He's
He's out
that's-
there.
Well, that's what he wanted.
my
That's a bad word for little brothers in video games, right
my
there.
my little brother would watch me play, and then my family got like a second controller, so they're like, "All right, you guys can play together." And so I'd play with my little brother. He's 5 years younger. I'd beat him, and he'd start crying, and then my dad would be like, "Hey, here's like it's $10. Let your brother win." And I was like,
Dude,
"What do
that
I
has
look like?"
happened
I was like,
so
"Get that away
many
from me,
gamer.
Dad."
times.
I'm
That
not
has
taking
happened
I'm not taking this
so
L.
many times.
I'm not taking get that filthy money out of my face.
That money on my face.
Bro,
Awesome.
I'm
You're a
gonna beat
professional
him.
gamer
I'm
before
sorry.
10.
I'm good.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
life
sorry.
lessons.
Pay to take
Here's
the
what
fall.
you do.
I've watched boxing.
Here's what you do. You unplug the controller, right? You're probably playing Smash Bros or whatever. If you're like me, you unplug the controller, you leave it close by. They won't notice. You give them a level 10 CPU, and you make them feel good. You know,
Yeah,
you
make 'em feel like
get a
they're
little, get a
playing.
couple hits
I've
in
done
there,
that
so you don't
once.
ace them.
I
See,
think
my
I've done
sister
that
was-
once or twice.
She was obsessed with Super Monkey Ball. So that was an okay transition for me because I feel like it's a puzzle game. It's pretty easy for me to play along with her. But I played with my cousin. We did Sims a lot. And I was like an asshole older sister for a little bit because my cousin was close to my age. So my sister is 6 years younger than me. There was a gap
Mhm.
in just like stuff we can relate to. So we're playing Sims and my sister came over and was like, I want to play. And we told her it was too scary for her because Sims die.
Smart.
And that was it.
That's terrifying.
like too scary. You can't play.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And some of them, they come back as ghosts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean,
Ooh. Scary
if you
stuff.
really dive into it, it is a scary game.
Yeah, but that was absolutely not why we were saying don't play with us.
Right.
But yeah. That'll be the
yeah,
excuse.
scariest part was the taxes that would pile up outside the mailbox. You know, until you insert the
Yeah.
code where you can like delete whatever you want, then you could just delete taxes, and that's kind of how I learned to live life.
Do
So
mother
they
load,
were
get a ton of money.
emailing me a
Yeah.
whole lot.
I just
and I
shred
just
my
gotta delete
tax
it.
forms, and I
Well,
never have to deal with it ever again.
Taxes work on like a read receipt, right? Like if you
Exactly.
don't open them, they don't know you've gotten them.
I didn't get it.
And you
Yeah.
just go,
I promise I
Taxes.
didn't
They
get
say
it. See,
You
we
it
can't
works.
trick me.
they say we mailed it to you. And I go, where's your proof? And they say, oh, I guess we don't have any.
Yeah.
I guess you don't pay
Mhm.
taxes this year.
I just
Well, Fiona knows when the
Boom.
IRS comes, you tell them Rosebud and they go, oh, thank you for the money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Appreciate
got it.
it.
Yeah.
And
It's been
they-
You
inserted.
do the
Wrap it up.
comma semicolon trick where you just repeat those back and forth, and
There you
then that way one rosebud becomes like $1 million rather than just $1,000. It was a
Yeah.
whole thing.
My friends.
Oh, sorry, fair enough. I was just gonna say I didn't know if it was
Oh
alright
no,
to
no,
mention
go
that
for it.
we
Because I got a whole thing, Lindsay. Go for it.
well, we recorded a
he's
little
mad.
more
Okay.
Sims for y'all. I feel like we can talk about that.
Oh,
on-
Sim
I've
talk.
heard about that during the morning
Yeah.
meetings.
Should be
Sim
coming out soon.
talk.
Yeah.
Sim talk.
Sim talk. Very
close to simping.
Sim talk.
Sim talk. You.
Yes. Little tease.
Talk
That's
with
all.
Sims.
Friends.
I feel like I've said
keep it
something
simple.
about The Sims too. What do you mean keep it simple? What are you talking
Simple
about?
with Sim Talk. What are you talking about?
Simple with
Sim.
I don't know.
Keep it Sim.
Are we talking
Yeah.
about Sims?
Are we talking?
Sims?
Yo,
Oh, why didn't we call our
Sims.
show
You do a-
Sims?
a
I don't know, you-
Sims
you're
series
making them,
where
I don't
you guys
know.
are just
I don't know. I'm
simps.
just talking
the
about
Simps, and you
Sims.
just start simping for characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you just
recorded an
cruise
episode.
up into
It was
town. You
great.
just simp for anybody you find. You just like.
Is
"Can I
this,
simp for
let
you?"
me let me ask you this: is this simping? 'Cause this is what Trevor was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this
me.
is-
I don't know.
That's me
Is that a
strutting around
Sim
town
simping?
looking for
I
like
don't know
who-
what the
hey,
hell
you
that
strutting
is.
around
No,
town.
okay.
That was
Hey, girl.
simping.
I'm just strutting
He's
around. You need a
simping.
simp? No, okay.
He's simping.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's me
simp.
looking
I-
for
I'll be
like.
honest. I'll be honest.
Who is-
I picture
there's the
most simps like
simpy.
I picture most simps like this.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, because every time we talk about Sims, you start hunching over a little bit.
I also
yeah.
always say,
Hunch.
I always say step on
You
me.
start going like
Yeah, hunch, and
this,
you go,
and you're
"Oh,
like,
Trevor's like a proud simp. He's like,
simple too."
Yeah.
you
Open
can tell by
simping
the way
for
I use
the,
my wife. I'm a simping man. No, it's
The
not.
yeah.
Resident Evil lady. Everybody's
Look.
trying to get stepped on.
You know,
You talking about 9-foot women now?
that was look. You're yeah. She is enormous. I
What
played
all
the
of it?
demo. I played the demo. and
Bro,
that was,
she's enormous.
yeah, dude. She picture.
bro,
She
you
is
just-
legit. Like whoa. She's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, she tall
You
as
can
fuck.
spread her out over
Simping-
a whole week.
Simping,
A
Is
four
easy.
course meal.
simping,
What-
and
What about
stepping go hand in
Oh.
hand. I feel like even before
What?
the giant
Mm.
9-foot vampire lady from Resident Evil 8. Remember we did that Awu?
Oh,
when
getting
we were
stepped
yeah,
on,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
it's the same thing.
I don't
Oh,
remember what I had.
100%
I had
agreement.
something. There was like a button on the end of that Awu where I had something on the ground, and I was like, "Would you step on it?"
Well, yeah, you threw down. Well,
can't
it was
remember
like
what
a
it was.
Yoshi or something. It was
That's
something
what-
that you
that's
had
what-
on your fucking. It was a Yoshi egg or something, and
Oh
you
yeah, it
threw
was.
it on the ground.
It was like a rubber
and
band
I
egg.
started stomping on it. And, and then you started getting on the ground because that's what you do when we're talking Sims. You start like kind of hunching over. You just start
You like
crawling.
Smeagol down to the
Yeah.
ground.
Dude,
dude.
that's
Does.
my
You,
Yeah.
like, you
interpretation
roll
That's what
of
over
it
it.
and
does.
bare your belly a little bit, you know.
Bare your
Yeah.
belly.
Bare your belly.
Well,
Here's my question: was Smeagol the original simp?
Probably.
Oh, and he
Because-
simped for a ring too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, it's a powerful
Wow.
ring. At least you're simping for
Precious.
something like
Yeah.
of power.
Yeah, that's a good
hey,
question.
hey,
Some people
well,
simp
I
for a
can't
lot
lie.
less.
Yeah, if you're simping for the money, everyone's a simp for money.
Yeah.
yeah,
In this economy,
In this
Shoot.
economy, come on.
In this
It depends. If you're asking me to
Come
throw
on.
a game against my brother,
not even for a
No,
10.
No, for 10
No.
bucks. No.
no,
No.
not for
I
$10 to
refuse.
throw this match of Power Stone. Are you kidding me?
I think, Fredo, I think you did something good though, because you can't. Life
Yeah.
ain't easy,
Life ain't easy.
and you had
Get
to show him that life ain't easy.
Yeah, you're gonna have to overcome. You want to beat
yeah.
me? You better start practicing.
That's
And
what
then
I'm
you were
and
in
then
saying.
if you get close, I'm
supervillain.
cutting the
He's-
wire of your controller.
Yeah.
He's
I ain't having
he's a
it.
vigilante now for sure, fighting crime. He's coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Are
he's now, yeah.
Or that's his
He's
villain
co-
origin story.
he's
Uncle
coming
Fredo
for
never let me
you.
win. Now I
Yeah.
hate everyone.
Listen,
I got a
You
little
did
something.
this.
I got a little something here.
What do you got?
what's up?
You know, in the world of fast food, everyone's been going nuts. McDonald's
Oh.
got them Happy Meals. Some Happy Meals, Pokemon branded. Those Pokemon branded
yeah.
Happy Meals from McDonald's
Yup.
have Pokemon cards in them. I got one right here.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You
my
doing
God.
an unpackaging right now? You doing an
Yeah,
unboxing?
Here's the thing. Everyone's been scooping these up. A lot of people, they're buying them up like they're PS5s, trying to resell them. Jackie and I, we just got two. One for her, one for myself. Jackie
How
opened
noble
hers
of
up.
you.
She got her Pokemon cards and a bunch of stickers. A lot of people I'm hearing out there not getting these stickers.
A lot of people, as in everyone besides Jackie.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell is in here, so I'm gonna open it up. Comes in a cool little envelope.
What if you don't get the sticker?
He won't. He won't get the sticker.
Got my cards.
All right.
Wait, is there seriously no stickers in here? I got some
Yeah,
puzzles.
like a Jackie's
you
probably
got
like,
what the rest of
yes.
the world got,
What?
Alfredo.
I got
Jackie put
I
her own
literally-
stickers in there.
Like
and-
they gave us the same Happy Meal. How
Look,
does she
I'm
have
telling you,
stickers?
I told you. And this is great because what I like to also point out is I like how everybody's going on this Happy Meal craze. You know,
I
got one. Jackie and Alfredo got one. Gavin and Meg were talking about it. None of you people have children, okay? That's why I got a fucking Happy Meal for my child and went, oh shit, it's Pokemon themed. As I got the box, thought nothing of it. And then later that day, it started overtaking all media platforms and people talking about their cards and shit. And Jackie got stickers. She got like a lot. It was like 20 stickers too. It was like
ton
two
of
sheets.
everyone's
there are no
stickers is what
stickers in here.
happened.
I will say, opening up this pack right now, it's usually
There's
they're
4
plastic.
cards.
This is like
There's 4
paper.
cards.
Oh,
that is weird. But you
here
get
we
4
go.
Enjoy the
cards.
card. Why aren't you wearing gloves?
Is that holographic?
Hertwig.
Oh.
Huh. Okay. Oh, my homie Squirtle.
Well, that's a good guess. That's a good guess.
That was my
Nice.
starter. That was my starter. Charmander.
Yeah,
Oh,
another
nice.
good guess.
If there's a Bulbasaur in here, I'm ripping it up.
I'll do it.
Ooh, all the
No, you gotta sell the
Meg is
trifecta.
Rip it up,
upset
rip it up,
somewhere.
rip it up.
Poplio.
Oh, Papio.
Holographic.
Oh, the
Oh,
worst
nice.
one.
Mostly
Everyone's
water-based.
favorite.
I like this. This is good. I got a Squirtle and a Charmander.
Fredo, do you have any spares? Because someone stole all my cards, and I need your spares if I can have them.
Look,
We're meeting together after church. Maybe you don't know that story. Okay.
No. Did you bait someone into giving them your card?
Oh yeah, this was an RTA
Yeah,
from
she
a
did.
while ago. This is like
Oh.
elementary school.
Why
Lindsay,
you do such a-
extra shitty kid. Yeah, I
That's
know. It's
mean.
Shitty kid.
Nope.
Did
Oh.
you get someone to simp out of their cards?
Kind of. Yeah.
That's
it was
not
after.
really simping. That's guilting.
You-
That's-
you
Yeah,
wanna
those
sure.
aren't the
know-
It was
same
manipulation.
things.
You want
is
to know
what
a
it was.
story
Sorry,
that's
sorry,
Well,
Still
I
on the
mean,
brain.
it's the same.
a story that's similar in that
Right?
vein
No.
that Tim Geddes told me.
Uh-huh.
He was jealous of this kid that he would see at the playground every once in a while because he had the Power Rangers, but he had the Power Rangers with the
Sentence is
flip heads.
terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So
I had those.
there was that kid had one of the Power Rangers that he didn't have. So he took it from the kid when the kid wasn't looking, buried it in the sand, and then like hours
What the
later
fuck?
came back to get it and couldn't find it.
Dude.
Yeah, he probably buried it an
Dude.
inch in a active sand pit. and
Yeah.
some other kid stood on it and went, ooh.
Stole it, buried it so he can come back and get it, and then it wasn't there when he got back. So
And
you
his head
know,
wasn't going to be
Wild.
flipping with all the sand
It's
in
to the
his
wind
chest
now.
gears.
I knew I
So-
never liked Tim Geddes. Now I
What's
know
up, V?
why.
stealing Power Ranger flip heads.
This episode of the Off Topic Podcast is brought to you by Felix Gray. You know this? I've talked about it, and I'm doing it right now. I constantly have my face in screens, in front of screens, not inside the screens, but in front of them. I'm in front of a screen right now. Morning to night, there's no cutting back. Phone, TV, computer, work, gaming, it's all the same thing. This is the world that I live in. But with every screen comes another source that emits blue light, the evil blue light. What is it? Well, it's the light that's emitted by digital screens at a certain point in the spectrum. And if you're like me and endure excessive amounts of screen time from your favorite devices, you may have eye strain, headaches, or tired eyes. Blue light at night can even lower the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep. Nobody wants that. But wait, the solution to this is simple. It's Felix Gray. Felix Gray blue light filtering glasses filters out 90% of blue light in the most damaging range and eliminates 99% of glare through a proprietary, industry-leading lens technology only available with Felix Gray. And it's not only that, Felix Gray glasses are stylish and have a ton of options for you to choose from. Look at how stylish I look. It kind of fills in my blank face. I got a blank face. I got a long face. Throw on some Felix Grays. It's looking pretty good. Our eyes were not meant to look at screens all day, unfortunately. It messes with our internal balance, which affects our sleep, causes stress, headaches, blurry vision, and eye fatigue. But ordering online is super easy. If you don't love your glasses, in the first 30 days, their in-house customer care team will take care of exchanges and returns. No hassle, no questions asked. Because who wants to be answering questions? Not me. Finally, a pair of glasses designed for the 21st century. Go to felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic to shop glasses that work as hard as you do. That's FELIXGRAY glasses.com/off-topic. Free shipping, free exchanges, 30-day money-back guarantee. felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic.
So if before we get too far from this McDonald's thing, I want to
McDonald's
say that
stickers.
I genuinely thought you weren't allowed to get a Happy's meal unless you had a
Happy's
kid
meal.
next to you.
No, you can get it.
Well, if you know
Well,
Happy,
I just pointed
he'll
at
let you
Jackie
have
and-
one.
Well, yeah, that's
No.
Oh, that's rude. That's rude. No, I was just I had the impression that it was not illegal, but you
No.
could get into trouble if you
No.
got a
Wait,
Happy
what?
Meal.
Well, I mean,
Happy's meal.
I mean, it's
It
just
might
food.
be-
People
Don't
just
bait me with Pokemon
I think
cards.
people just the only reason to get it without a child would be like, oh, I want a small combo that doesn't have that much food.
Got
you
it.
could just
Okay, yeah,
order
I totally
smalls.
thought that was like a rule.
But I'll say in my case, like
I don't
mean,
know where it came from.
it makes sense. Don't be out here, snatching up Happy
Some
Meals.
people are taking 20 Happy
Jackie's-
Meals.
Jackie stole stickers from my kid.
Jackie has an
basically.
inside person.
Okay.
She has a contact.
We don't
She's
even
going
know
on
the stickers
about,
exist.
She's going on
Yeah.
about her stickers, and
I
I'm
didn't
over
even get
here buying
stickers.
my Happy Meal from my fucking kid. No stickers in sight. Then the audacity. So I start shouting in every direction. Jackie's stealing the stickers. Jackie's taking your stickers. And then Meg got like the Happy Meals afterwards. And she's like, motherfucker, I have no stickers. Gavin didn't get stickers. She took our stickers. Jackie comes back to this later and she's like, yeah, did you check the bottom though? Like, did you check? And like, I had to reply. I was like, Jackie out here thinking we're so fucking stupid we can't find stickers in a box. like they're there and we didn't notice. And so then
No,
later
Wes,
in the
it's
day,
You gotta
a
open the
meal for a
trap door in the bottom of the
it was
box.
like
yeah.
right before I went to bed, I took a bunch of different angles of my box and I was like, still looking for those
Can you
stickers.
help me?
It's like, no, but they're at
Find
like the
them?
bottom though. It's not a never-ending bag. It's a fucking box that's this big.
It's the Mary
Okay.
Poppins Happy Meal. It just
There's
keeps
no
going and going.
stickers.
Did you
Reach
double
in.
check?
I'm also
she just feels bad.
Right,
You
being
guys
helpful.
don't get stickers.
she wants it. We'll share the love,
I
Jackie.
mean-
You have 20.
I mean,
She
here's the
has
thing.
hope.
It's Jackie. Jackie right now is like, I got the stickers and nobody else did. I got something exclusive.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what she's
but
thinking.
like valid.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
I'm like, I
Good
want,
for
yeah.
her.
I
Exclusive.
walk
Right.
into her office and she's covered in every single sticker, and she's just like,
Ed,
Live your best
rolling
life.
around
It's like
in 'em.
Jared Leto's Joker. She just got stickers.
It says
all over the
damage on her
place.
forehead, but in stickers. Yeah, just Pokemon.
It says Paplio.
Paplio, yeah. Also, hang on. I
Jackie-
gotta stop chat before they run away with this.
Hang
I
on,
never
what?
beat anyone up for Pokemon cards. I
You- no, you
simply
just
just
tricked
told
them.
them.
I didn't play
Mentally.
mind
No,
games.
I
You
said
tricked them.
never ever beat someone up. I don't know why people are saying that in chat, but no, never.
Well,
ever.
they're saying
I would just
mentally.
no. Someone was like, "Did you beat someone up for Pokemon cards?" I'm like, "No, I never ever did that." But yes,
I
would
just
be like,
made a
"Ooh,
fist
lost
and,
my
and then
cards."
looked and shook it at her.
Yeah, no, it was
I'm
more
just
like
hitting them very hard.
crocodile tears, like. But yeah,
she finally noted this is like later in the day after the sticker thing was going on about, and everyone started realizing that Jackie took their stickers, no matter where they're from.
'Cause, yeah,
'Cause
everyone
I didn't
started
see
grabbing them.
I didn't see a single other person get stickers except for Jackie.
Got stickers.
And then she goes, but also like they're not they're in the packaging in general, not like in the pack that you open. And I was like, Jackie, I didn't. There's no stickers. I looked. And Meg said,
Did you
yeah, there's
open
no
the package to see?
Meg said, yeah, there's no stickers. I promise you.
Take a
Look,
little
and
look.
we're like looking and going, where the fuck are they? Where
Did you open the
fucking-
secret compartment?
Where are my stickers? Look, I didn't. And here's the worst thing: I got them first, right? And I thought, what a cool little pack! Like you get some cards. There was the little build your own box to hold the cards. This is a cool thing. And then
Yeah,
I
you
found out
could-
later that I was missing something. I was wronged. I was so happy until I found out
I
that
was
something
wrong.
that I was wrong. Then I became furious. Then I had righteous fury, and I still haven't taken it out on anybody yet. But
Fiona, did you have like a Pokemon or sorry, a Happy Meal toy that you enjoyed like growing up? I'm trying to think of
No.
like any kind of correlation there.
No.
Is that a 90s thing? I don't know.
I mean, I didn't really like. No, I guess there were sometimes. Maybe I just remember the reason I remember Happy Meals that like very well is because my little brother was obsessed with the toys and the
Mm.
Happy Meals and would like start a tantrum if you couldn't go to McDonald's or Burger King to get these goddamn
Look,
toys. It was a whole thing.
I'm gonna be real right now. Burger King, bottom of the fucking tier
Yeah.
in terms
But
of fast
BK
Yeah.
food.
Kids Club?
But
It's
oh my
but the
god,
but
they
the
had the
toys,
coolest.
yup,
The
they had the
Pokeball with
craziest
the gold
toys.
card?
They
Are
did.
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
It opened
Yeah,
up,
they
it
had
was
the
shi-
craziest toys, and my mom would
What?
my mother, my French mother, would refuse to go to Burger King, mainly because it just was not.
She hates the
what
monarchy.
She's
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck is this? What's a Burger King? I don't want to go in there.
It's awesome.
So like she's
I didn't vote
she's
for 'em.
going in these Burger Kings to get Happy Meals for my little brother who like wants his Happy Feet toy, you know, because that was a whole thing. Happy
yes.
Feet.
Mhm.
Beefy.
So yeah.
dancing
awesome.
penguin, dude.
Oh, it
I
looks
have
like a
so
Burger
many
King-
stories about the Happy Feet.
looks like a lot of
era.
4 of them are going for
Oh my God.
150.
I kind of want to hear
Who
about this Happy
is
Feet right now.
buying these cards?
People, big old Pokemon fans. Well, it's also, I mean, it's the whole thing, right? It's in the shell, and then you open it up. It's in you
So
got
they're
the
selling
little
them
gold
like
thing.
unopened.
It's
The funny thing
good,
is, I
yeah.
like vintage 1999 Burger King Pokemon, and then on the title, 23K gold plated trading cards.
I had
Yeah.
one. That's
20
the thing is
23
Burger
karat
King.
gold.
Burger King knew they needed some sort of
Pull.
yeah, they needed something
Mhm.
extra because nobody gave a shit about them. So they're like, we'll get cool toys. And I'll say McDonald's varies wildly. It goes
What?
from, hey, look at this like Pokemon thing like that we're all talking about now, and that's like, I don't know, maybe your kid doesn't give a shit because it's not actually a toy, but I don't know, like it's like, oh, there's some packaging and it's like a big huge brand, you know, and then sometimes you're like, what is this piece of shit? And it's
Yeah.
like they'll just give you like a piece of cardboard that you kind of fold, and then that's it.
Mhm.
They were doing these big puzzle games lately for the last like 2 months, like classic board games, but they're shrinking them like Trouble. So it was just like it's a tiny little plastic version of Trouble,
Yeah,
the board
Oh,
game,
I know
yeah,
what you're
but it has
talking
arms and
about.
legs. And you can pop it. We
Yeah.
got Trouble. We got
Operation?
Hungry Hippos. We got Operation. Operation is the
Yeah.
worst one to translate.
Yeah,
okay?
because that's
So
like
tiny.
minuscule.
So
Yeah,
tiny.
and they take out the with like, it's just one of those little sticks that drags magnets, the magnet dust.
Yeah,
You know,
got
it,
lame,
yeah.
lame. Hungry Hippos. It was tiny
Lame.
little
I
hippos.
enjoy it. It's surgery with no consequence. It's great.
Dude, these Pokemon packs, 25th anniversary, McDonald's, sealed, $11.
Huh?
Are we talking about? Is that what we're talking about?
The McDonald's packs, right? The trading
Yeah.
cards, yeah,
Yeah.
25, not 25, so 25th anniversary, but they're $11 a pack.
Or just go buy a fucking Happy
Oh,
Meal. That's cheaper.
No, people are scooping them up. A whole
People are
set,
scooping them up.
40,
Fucking crazy.
whole set right now,
to me.
$43. 255 people watching it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Fredo, do me a
Jim-
favor.
Why?
What the hell?
Can you compare the
Unboxing
price of
cards
that
is a huge
to
thing right now.
an
Oh, it's
unknown
huge. I
cop-
used to do that before I joined Chimo. I did some Pokemon
Great
unboxing.
cards. Nice. Can
They
you
like re-released
unbox-
anniversary, or just like the first set, but like with revamped like stats and stuff. So I started collecting those again. I have a whole booklet full of them somewhere.
What were you saying, Lindsay?
Go get it. I was just thinking, I'm like, he never played Magic or anything like that. I don't think. I think we've had this discussion before.
No,
what
and
party
it's
games
simply
you're not
because
into?
like literally everyone I talk to about Magic, they're just like, look, you're gonna spend a lot of money, and I was like, ooh, I'm okay. I'm
I
okay.
mean, I just bought cards because I like the art. Like, I played a little bit in college, but I never got super heavy into it. But that art design is beautiful.
It's
and yeah, it was the money
so-
suck.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's really beautiful. Someone the other day was telling me about like there was a Magic tournament that they were playing in, and then there's a specific card in Magic where in the instructions you actually hold it up above all the cards being played by your opponent. You drop it, and when you drop it, whatever cards it lands on and touches, those cards are like eliminated, right? And so he said, I was
Ooh.
playing against somebody and they lifted that card in the air, ripped it up into like 10 pieces and dropped it all over his side. And so all of his cards had to go during a tournament. I was like, that's dedication.
What?
I would have been like, that's not the card anymore. That's pieces of a card.
Apparently
must
it
have been-
played. You ripped up the card, and so a bunch
It's
of
an
it
expensive move.
touched. Yeah, it was an expensive move.
Whoa.
Eliminated a ton of cards from
And
his
then
opponent's side.
He became legend that day.
What?
Yeah.
The happiest of feet.
Dude, if I go to McDonald's in the next few days and go to get a Happy Meal and they say, which isn't really a thing, because again, a Happy Meal is just food put in a box. But even if I just hear, well, is it okay if we put it in this bag because we're out of cardboard boxes? People bought up our Happy Meals. You're gonna get an angry text from me.
Why? That's not my fault. Why am I
It is your
getting
fault.
angry
It is your
text
fault. I
from
feel
you?
like, yeah, because you're
Uh-huh.
supporting this.
What do you mean I'm supporting this? I
You're
bought
like, you're part of the problem.
one.
You're part of the
One
problem. You
Happy
and
Meal.
Jackie went out there.
I
Not
don't
only
know,
get up there,
Fredo.
she took all
I'm
the
thinking I might go
stickers.
get a couple.
You're out there snatching
thinking
up
I might
and
go
see,
scalp a couple now.
Now you got him convinced.
Trevor's like,
Now you got
like, I
him
can sell 'em for
convinced.
100.
Everybody in the
Yeah.
chat's gonna go do it now, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, can I get a
Yeah.
Happy Meal? Alfredo sent me. Make sure you include the stickers. I don't want the kids to get any of them."
Jim down at the local
then I want-
McDonald's, he's
I
like,
want-
he's my inside man. He's gonna be scooping off the top. I get 10% of every shipment of toys.
He gets
And I
he gets
split
2
the,
stickers
uh,
from every sheet he gives out.
Exactly.
I want Fiona
Stickers
standing
are
there in a fucking uniform with like a whistle going, "Hey, that's illegal. You can't have
Okay.
that stuff.
How
Let me
old are
check your
you
ID.
buying that Happy
Got
Meal?
it.
How old are you? Let me check that ID. Get the
Got
fuck out of
it.
here.
I
Get a
don't
double
care.
cheeseburger.
I don't have an
Grow the
ID.
fuck up.
Going to jail.
Grow the fuck up, idiot. You're 30 years old. Stop buying Happy Meals.
Saw people in chat talking about that. A Happy Meal is a smaller meal. I get it. You want to eat less. Okay, listen.
Let the
I wanna-
kids
listen,
enjoy
Lindsay,
the
I
Happy
wanna be
Meal.
Let the
happy.
kids have the goddamn cards. Stop taking them.
I'm just, you know.
Amazing.
Fiona.
This would never be a problem at Burger King.
Gotta
No,
ask.
it wouldn't.
Jesus.
No,
Burger
it wouldn't.
King is a barren wasteland.
Yeah, because they'd be happy to see a
No,
customer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the first one of the
Oh my
year.
God. Oh, would it have
It's
the Whopper?
March.
Yeah, Whopper's okay.
Dude.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll eat
Jackie
it.
and I,
It's, mm,
like 3 years ago, we are like, you know what? Let's go to Burger King. Whopper. It's like dog.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no,
but,
it is.
more like woofer.
but Whopper or Big Mac with mayo.
Stop.
Extra mayo.
My Big Mac intake is significantly less because 2 separate fucking McDonald's gave me a Big Mac with mayo sauce. I don't understand. I don't know what I did to the Don. I don't know. Maybe the Hamburglar got behind the counter and started messing with my shit. No idea. No idea.
It's your penance for
Hamburgers
stealing the
back there.
stickers. Yeah.
He's
In
like,
exchange
"Man,
for stickers, you must have
one-
2 Big Macs
Yeah,
with mayo.
bitch.
The-
Fiona, you're right.
She's taking in the mayo aspect. Yeah.
Is she frozen or
Is
is
she
she thinking
Yeah.
a long time?
No
Amazing.
way she's
Hold on, let's play the game of is she frozen or is she just thinking?
She's definitely frozen.
froze Fiona.
She
Like
died. This
I
is
love this.
this is the conversation. This is the general audience here, though. This is Fiona. You can see what's happening as we're talking about these Pokemon cards. That's what they're doing. They're going,
Thoughts?
when the fuck is this gonna end?
I was trying to talk about Happy Feet also. I want to know about this
Oh,
Happy Feet
God.
generation that I've
Oh,
missed out on.
She said her power went out.
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh,
That
well,
sucks.
You know, just leave her
Hey, she's
there
still
how
here,
she
though.
wanted to be remembered.
Who's going to talk about Winx Saga now? I got to know if the Netflix adaptation's good or not.
I keep asking you if you want to watch it, and you keep saying I've heard it's shit. And I say, what is that? That doesn't stop me from watching anything.
I mean, like, I'll watch shit, but I guess if I hear it's shit before I go in and knowing like a little bit about Winx, I just
Well, that
like,
makes
I
me
want
want to
this.
watch it.
I know. I want the sparkle and the glitter. I don't want the like stereotypical teen drama, like, yeah, fuck you, man. Let's go get trashed. Yeah. And apparently that's a lot of the show, but you know, feel
You
free
know,
to correct me, chat.
Wait, which show is
Well, you know,
this?
if like
Wait,
someone
Winx.
comes in,
The Netflix
I don't-
adaptation.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
this
okay.
show, but I just know that if somebody comes in and says this is the best film you ever, the bar's raised too high and you're left to be disappointed. If someone's saying this is the worst thing ever, the bar is super low. Maybe you
That's
just
very
step
true.
right into that arena and hope for the best.
Very
just
true. I
like
might.
see what happens.
I'm at age, right? Well, also, I'm coming off of, again, I know I've talked about it a million times, but like BoJack Horseman set the bar so high for television now. So
Mm.
honestly, maybe it is a good idea that I just dumb it all the way down and like turn my brain off as I ingest
How
media
dare
for a little
you.
bit.
Like a
I
palate
said it.
cleanser.
Yeah, like palate cleanser.
Yeah.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by, wait for it, MeUndies. It's MeUndies. They're back. We're back. We're feeling good in the nether region hood. It's underwear, and it feels great. Let's talk about love for a second, okay? It's Valentine's Day. It's coming up. It's past, maybe. No, soon, unless you're watching this in the future. But the point is, it's time to get extra cheesy for Valentine's Day. Because that's okay, okay? It's fine. Despite everything, we found new ways to match our daily lives together with the ones that we love the most. That's why MeUndies released their V-Day collection with undies, loungewear, and more. So you and your Valentine can match through it all. Show that special someone how much you care and say those 3 words everyone wants to hear. Match my undies. Wow, that'll blow them away. But wait, if you're single, no problem. Show yourself some love and something that makes you feel amazing because you deserve it. MeUndies, what's there to say? Comfiest undies in the game, in the undie game. They come in an assortment of sizes, shapes, colors, patterns. I got them all. I got my solid color days. I got my pattern days. I got my, like tight fit days. I got my, a little bit of a loose fit days. Any style, any shape or size you want to wear. They're there to both comfort and support you. Their undies are made with sustainable, breathable, softer than soft fabric and available in a range of sizes from extra small to 4XL. MeUndies memberships also gives you and your boo a new pair of undies or socks every month. Members can get discounted prices on everything MeUndies makes, as well as early access to major print launches. MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund it or exchange it. No caveats, no questions, and problem-free philosophy. Cool name, rhymes, sounds good, just rolls off the tongue. There's nothing not to like. To get 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/off-topic. That's MeUndies.com/off-topic. Did you do it yet? Not if you're still here.
So,
You
so
don't-
the wink. You said the wink?
Winx. It's a
Winx.
WINX.
So it's a cartoon based on like magical fairies, right?
Mm-hmm. And this
are they?
when
is
did
it like
come out?
is it like a Sailor Moon-esque thing of like they're people but they turn into fairies, or they're fairies all the time? I don't remember.
I think they're fairies all the time. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I'm not super into the show, but I know that they all have like witch powers, like fairy powers. They're all like elemental, so there is that like magical girl element to
Oh,
the
this is a
show.
Netflix
pun
live
intended.
action thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
it's,
they
it's, a, it's an
adapted it,
animated
yeah.
show. They've adapted it to a
Oh.
Netflix live action.
Yeah,
and,
I saw the
and
trailer.
They've clearly turned it into like a CW-esque teen
Oh, yeah.
drama
Mm.
thing
Oh,
where
yeah.
people are going to be like,
Yeah.
I'm sassy.
The
and
chat
like,
seems
I
to be
don't trust
saying
you.
no glitz, no glitter, no glam. It's
Mhm.
all drama.
Fashion and
All
fame.
teen
Good.
drama.
Yeah, it
Damn,
looks
dude.
very,
Chad.
Sign me
very
up.
CW. And I saw the
Sign me
trailer
up.
for it. You know, it is what I think.
I'm missing my teen drama fixins
Ooh,
from
ooh,
society, and that's
ooh,
like
yeah.
up and down and back and
Let's
forth, and
watch
probably
Winx
gone
Club.
forever.
Trevor, you
Well,
talking-
hear me out. Hear me out. Broadcast.
What,
Can you put
Fredo?
up a picture of the Winx art from the original show and like just take a look
Oh, yeah,
at
I've seen
this real quick, and then like know that they turned that again into a CW show where all the colors are very muted, everything's
Yeah,
very like
it's
dark
very
and
jarring.
broody.
I've
Yeah.
seen the comparisons right
Interesting.
now.
Yeah.
But Trevor, talking drama. You've been watching the current season of The Bachelor.
Ooh.
Nope. Well, here's what happened with
No?
that. So, I'm Barbara and I were watching that. We're really hooked into Survivor. Our teeth are super sunk in right now.
Super hooked.
but,
the latest
uh,
is the latest season the winners at war.
Oh, I don't know. I'm way back in the day now. I'm
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm like 15 years ago, Survivor style. But no, we started watching. I think
There we
the
go.
third episode of Bachelor
That's
because
it.
we let a
That's
couple
Winx
weeks go
Club.
by.
Mhm.
Episode 2, the drama starts to fluff up a little bit, just starts to kick in there, and it grows and shrinks each episode. But like Victoria's clearly the season's like drama focus, and so like everyone's saying that these recent episodes are like crazy TV, and so Barbara and I are like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, we're gonna get back in there, we're gonna catch up, and then we kind of just fell off halfway through. I think it's episode 3. So no, we haven't caught up, but we're gonna probably catch up over the
Well,
weekend.
I mean, I guess like maybe minor spoiler. It's not like who gets eliminated or whatnot, but the thing
Uh-huh.
that they're doing, I've only seen a handful of seasons, but a big thing is just like, okay, you bring in all these women or you bring in all these men, and then they have time with the Bachelor or Bachelorette, then the numbers start dwindling down. Like
Mhm.
this season, they're adding more people, right?
What?
Yeah, after a couple weeks, people kill.
Spoilings?
That's
But
it.
that's crazy because there's already so many people.
There's so many. They're like, oh,
They
3
started with more
eliminated.
than ever.
Here's a ton more. And it's like, what? And everyone, it's funny because you always see people like, just trust. It's like a weird process to see, but everyone's on the shows like, trust the process. And now just like, you can't really say trust the process now.
The process was shattered in twain last season. Okay, when
Yeah, that's true.
oh, I forget the
When the
first Bachelorette who
Bachelorette was
who-
just like, I want you. And then that was it.
what was her
And it was
name?
like
It was
two episodes
it was
in.
like
What?
Carrie.
Yeah.
or-
So the last season
Yeah.
on The Bachelorette,
I'm gonna find her.
she after a couple episodes, she was just like, this is the guy for me. That's it. Done. And then
It was pretty harsh too.
they had
Like,
to
I don't
bring
know
in
if it was
a
the
new
editing.
Bachelorette.
Yeah, I don't know if
It's
it was
always
the
the
editing
editing,
or
Trevor.
whatever.
Always
It-
the editing.
But
It was the
it could be.
producers.
It really could be. But like she was so biased towards this one guy that like any little like mess up, any little like misread of the situation became incredibly awkward. It was just like very much cringe TV the first few episodes of that season. And the guys were like, what is going on? Like I feel like there was some gaslighting happening a lot. And then like this guy and her would kind of just like go off it, like, and that's fair, that's fine, you know, like if you guys find out that you like each other, but like respect the other people who are also here trying to do something, trying to get to know you. Claire,
Yeah.
thanks chat.
Well, the,
But you know, and at least they called it then and there, and they're like, no, we've got the connection, this is happening.
yeah, that's
And then off they ran.
That's not, and then
So-
ran
Happily
off,
ever
right? And then you had
after?
all these guys like, I was developing these relationships, and then they bring in the new Bachelorette, and everyone's like, ooh, and then after like an episode or two, they're like, I'm falling for it, and I'm just like, wow.
Well, chat's
I'm
saying they
eating it
broke
up.
up too, Trevor. The,
They
Yeah,
did.
they did recently.
did.
They did.
So-
No!
Yeah,
I know.
How will I believe in love now?
And she said that
I
she
hung
only found
everything
out
on
through
that
social media
relationship.
when he posted it that they weren't together anymore.
What?
Oh, all the tea.
Damn.
Interesting.
Wow.
The
I
tea
just-
has been spilled.
Bachelor
can't-
Nation.
It's hard for me to watch like that manufactured drama because it's a reality show.
Yeah.
It's not real in any way. Like they're real people, but like it's filled with producers constantly telling people like
my
you
AC
should
bear
do this and
There's so
you
much
should
money
do that.
like
There's so much
passing over.
manipulation
Keep
too.
so and so, and you'll get like
Mhm.
a bonus or
And I
something.
mean,
you know
no, it
that's
really-
happening.
it really
crafting
is.
conflict.
It really is. They're crafting conflict and like
Yeah.
and like certain this goes like way beyond the veil, but like if there are like certain people on the show that get assigned certain cast members, and the better like those cast members do, the better the people working on the show do. And it's like this whole like hierarchy of actually like how the show is run. I just like good old written trash. 100% just written. You know what I mean? Like there's no
Written
Don't
there's-
try to
trash.
trick me
And
that this
that's-
is real.
Don't try to trick me. Just show me Winx Club. Watch.
Real
let
stuff.
me see you destroy the cartoon show. I don't care about that
No.
anyway.
No, I
Look
want
at
them
all
glittery
the
like
bright
this.
and
They're not
colorful.
Wear
glittery.
these clothes.
Yeah, the
And then
trailer.
Netflix
The
show
trailer
is
for
so
it's true.
dark.
Well, I mean, look what they did. I didn't even watch it, but look what they did to Sabrina. That's everyone said like, oh my god, it's so fucking dark. And like every trailer, it's like nighttime, and it's all like nobody has light bulbs.
Dude, I'm
It's
gonna be real with
crazy.
you. Sabrina
about to
is
make a joke about
tailored
light bulbs
towards
and it-
teenagers, but I would not let my teen watch Sabrina. There's all
The
kinds
show, the new Netflix show, yeah.
of.
We watched like half of the first
a
episode,
lot
and
of
then
sexual tension and
I
shirtless
just heard a lot of
stuff and-
people say it
and
was
it's dripping
good.
blood on and all this.
she's the teenage witch,
It's
though,
the
right?
devil's show.
Mhm.
I've seen the
Devil
whole thing.
show.
Though.
Sexual
okay.
tension
When you're an
in the
adult,
teens is strange.
You're allowed.
It's
Yeah,
strange.
I agree. I'm with
Okay,
you there,
show.
Trevor. It's this weird thing where like it's marketed toward teenagers, but these are clearly adult actors portraying these teenage roles, and they're highly sexualized, hardcore. Yeah, so it is a little uncomfortable, especially like it's hard for me to sit here and say like I don't like that they did that with Sabrina. It's like okay, creative differences, so, do your thing. But yeah, that aspect does make me a little uncomfortable, especially because Sabrina originally is like the comic book character associated with Archie comics. Not that those aren't problematic, but they're very much like, like kid friendly, I guess. So it's just like
not Archie.
weird.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, well,
It's
Archie's an
ba-
asshole, and I can go on about that.
I'm just
piece
saying.
of
What I'm
shit.
just saying though is they took the Archie show and made that the new like
Mhm.
Archie
The
CW, and made that
Yep.
fucking crazy over the top drama. And then they were like, "Fuck it, let's do Sabrina too."
Yeah, which
Sabrina
possible
in there.
crossover? Did that ever happen? The
I don't
Sabrina
know. I
crossing
don't-
over to
I don't
the
track. I don't.
Riverdale
Uh,
Rock?
I
I
didn't
watched.
watch
Thanks for cutting to me
season-
while I burped. I watched
I didn't watch season
a
3 of Sabrina.
season and a half of.
but
of
they definitely talk
Archie.
about it. They definitely talk about Riverdale, yeah. So
Okay, yeah, I think they're
Mm.
setting up for that. It happened at the comics, so I mean, I wouldn't
Sabrina's
be
done.
surprised. Oh, really? You don't think they'll like bring her back as a character? Maybe like
Well, I
I
mean,
She
don't want to know about that,
explode?
but I mean the
did
show is
she-
done.
yeah,
I
but they
watched
could
the
still
whole
just.
final season.
But they could still just put her on Archie
Yeah.
if they want.
yeah,
We have a
for
new
sure. In terms
student.
of that, I don't know, but I mean the show Sabrina's done.
Oh, man.
yes.
That's
Dude,
how
can
I
I
feel.
say-
Check in with Fiona there.
She got out at the right time, man, because it
She dipped.
devolved. I mean, she didn't dip. I think her power duped.
Power dip.
Um,
Yeah.
We're getting slammed right now for Austin, again, before you tell me what your weather's like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care what it's like for you live. I'm just saying, for you live here, weather's shitty, like a lot of raining and shit. And I get to like people are losing power. There's been like a bunch of power outages in Austin. I don't know if it's totally weather related, but we've had a bunch of hiccups today.
Some
Technical
freezing
hiccups.
rain, perhaps.
Could be it. And it's like
It's gotten really cold,
It's
yeah.
abnormally cold for this area.
Yeah.
So when it gets colder than it's supposed to be, again, you can tell me it's negative 50 where you live on like the Arctic, but it
Yeah.
always is. It's not like that cold here. And so shit breaks. You know, that's when like pipes bust and I don't know. Just saying.
It's like when it
Yeah.
I'm
snowed
sure
that
she
one
lost power
time in
related
Atlanta.
to the I'm sure she lost power related to the weather, I would imagine.
Right.
I
It's
like to believe,
infrastructure.
since we were talking about Netflix adaptations, obviously you guys have heard about the new Powerpuff Girls adaptation that has been announced.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, I think it's either
Haven't heard
Netflix or
about this.
I think
I
it's
heard
Netflix
about
is picking
that
up a live action
long
Powerpuff
time.
Girls. I think Fiona's going to audition for Buttercup right now because that should be her.
Buttercup?
Dun,
Buttercup.
dun, dun,
Listen,
dun,
kids,
dun, dun.
get your Buttercups over here. Who wants to
Buttercup.
play Buttercup?
It's just Danny DeVito as Buttercup and the
Anybody?
rest
Yeah,
are
sorry.
regular. Like,
Oh
Hey.
shit.
I turned into an agent. I'm
Buttercup.
sorry. Yeah.
Blossom, get him.
there we
Is it
go.
Bloom is the new sister. Nice.
Bliss.
Yeah. Bliss.
I did
Keep
hear
having this
that part.
discussion.
Yeah.
Those
I
is-
mean, the newest. I mean, that's like 4 years ago, but
Yeah.
yes.
Sorry. Their
That's-
older sister.
I mean,
Ooh.
come on,
Time
that's gotta be
flies.
art. That's art right there. Oh, it's gone.
Oh, what a
Art's
little
gone.
moment.
That could be a
little moment.
painting.
It could have been.
That could be a painting, but you got to go harsh on the colors and do a Powerpuff Girl since we were talking about it. Just do like
Accidental
a red,
Renaissance kind of
a
thing.
red, green, blue for each. of you.
Yeah. Oh, you know, in Big News DS household, this is the weekend. Gonna go pick up little Gabu or little Corgi, bring her home. Yeah, we're all set. Got everything that she could possibly need. We got the vet appointment this weekend as well. Just gotta go grab her, and then we'll.
You got
she'll be in
chocolate
her-
bars. You got grapes.
Oh
Shit.
yeah.
You got, what else
yeah,
can
all the-
dogs not get into?
We have a battle plan on how to crate train her, feed her, potty train her, the whole 9 yards. Got all the toys she need. I'm playing with her little bee right now, and
It's not for you.
That one's
Oh,
yours
not for
now.
me.
That's
Not
that's
for you.
Fredo's
little
favorite.
harness, little baby.
Awesome.
Dude, I'm
harness.
so excited for you. I remember
yeah.
when I first got my dog and I was like 8 years old, and I would like nap in the room with him because I was trying to get him acclimated to his room and stuff. I'm so excited for you because
Yeah,
like
and it's
little puppy
taking
days
tomorrow
or-
off. We have Monday off too as well. But Gabu gonna be a very very fashionable little pup.
oh,
That hoodie.
oh my
Nice.
god,
It's awesome.
that's so cute.
A little butt
It's got
flap too, or is
got
a
a little
pocket?
pouch
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
back.
Dude, the pouch
Yeah.
in the back, you can actually fit
Oh.
stuff in there.
You
It's
can
an
put his phone
actual-
in there.
Whoa.
Yeah. Little
What are you
Boo
carrying
gonna be
around,
running
little
around
Gabu?
looking fresh. Looking
Wow.
fresh. Look at that little hoodie.
Zit?
Oh yeah. Dude, it's like a hoodie for like a really big potato. I don't know.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I'll be doing all weekend.
Nice, Fredo. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys
Well-
have been prepping too properly. Like, not that
Oh,
you
yeah.
wouldn't, but
Um,
you guys have like everyone watching. You haven't seen the behind the scenes with Alfredo and Jackie, like being the best pet parents ever, and making sure that they're properly prepared for every aspect of adopting this puppy. And it's like warmed my heart so much to see it. I love
Um,
this.
Look, I want to be prepared.
Yeah.
Make sure I understand what to do, how, to curb any kind of like bad traits that she might have, whatnot. And I don't know. When I'm really into something, I'm really into something. And obviously I'm really excited about Gabu. So spent many a weekends leading up to this, just trying to absorb all the knowledge.
I don't
I'm sure
know.
she'll be teething. Just a heads up, I teethe as well on my chair, my desk chair that's downstairs that I use. So I could have some
Yeah.
pointers if you need.
Yeah, that's true.
I
And
remember
you talk
talking about
about
that.
bad traits. I know you've gone through a lot of like training procedures of like as early as possible, do
Yep.
this, so then the dog learns this and potty trained or whatever. What you do have to, I don't know if somebody's mentioned this, catch early on is do not let Gabu start smoking because
Oh,
it's bad. And the younger they are, the faster they get hooked. And you do not want, it's just like leads to, first of all, health
Gateway.
problems. Obviously, health problems. But then it's just yucky, you know?
It's just
like it
yucky.
stains. If
None of
you're
us
like
smoke in
living,
the
if you're living in an
house.
apartment, like it's gonna smell. You're gonna stain the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's gonna
you know,
think
that's
I'm
deposit
I'm a
money.
smoker.
Yup. They're gonna be like, oh, you were just, you know.
It's like
Here
no,
comes
no,
the
I
here
don't
comes
smoke.
the
It's my
chimney. It's like
dog.
not me. It's Gabu. You know.
And then Gobble gets into like cigars, and cigars get pricey.
Oh no.
It's a slippery
Yeah.
slope.
So what I substitute it for is candy cigarettes. Like it's not ideal, but it's better. You know. Like,
like Trevor was saying earlier, chocolate.
No,
Grape.
don't
I was like,
listen.
is this a segue? What's happening
look,
here?
look.
If the
candy
audience doesn't
cigarettes
know,
is
no grapes,
fine.
no chocolate.
It's
bad.
bad.
For dogs.
It's bad.
There's
okay?
a bunch of
Terrible.
shit that's bad for your dogs. to eat.
really, really bad for them.
They got. I mean, you know, they got weak stomachs. They don't have the stomach of the superior species. A
Right,
fat,
bats.
lazy human.
Oh.
I want to get a picture of me at
just
midnight
picture
coming back from
Wall-E.
Taco Bell, just shoving like quesadillas into my mouth, like, like I was built for this.
I am
Just
the
the
ultimate
humans of
predator.
Wall-E,
Yeah.
just all
Apex.
You could
Yeah.
never attain what I am. little
Apex
gobble.
predator.
Right, yeah.
Just well, like we're a bunch of like just heathenous creatures walking around in an entertainment land where like Disney World, where we send ourselves 60 miles an hour with barely a harness, and then we all walk around with 6-foot churros, sucking those things down, just sugar sticks with bread. And
Churros.
peak
Yum.
evolution
I
right
want-
there.
I want to go. What was it? Disney World, and then churros and the big turkey legs. I can't
Yeah.
remember the
Oh, I
last time
love
I
big
had one of
turkey
those.
legs.
Ugh.
Well, if and when things like kind of return back to normal, I'd like to go to Fiesta, Texas, which is in San Antonio. It's about an hour away, but they have both of those, Fredo, churro
What?
and turkey leg, staple every time. Mhm.
Is it safe there?
What does that mean?
TBD.
Great adventure? What do you mean? From
Legally.
COVID or?
Yeah, yeah. What
I
levels
mean,
of safety
just-
are we
Enough,
talking?
enough
Just
to be
saying.
open.
Is it safe to just travel there as a person of color?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you're in a car. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
in
Alright.
Texas.
Thanks.
I could do
Thanks, man.
car. Look, Texas
we are-
gets scary,
You can
man.
do a
It's
car.
true.
We are driving on 35. I
It's
will
true.
say, so that's scary.
You know?
Yeah, you
I'll
gotta
tell you-
go
I'll tell
through
you this,
Texas to get there.
I'll tell you this, Alfredo. I'm not the person to ask.
You drive really slow. Make sure you're in the furthest right-hand lane.
I'm just-
Look, I'll drive Jackie.
Ding! First bell. Hey, first members, how are you? Do you like Off Topic? Good. For you and everyone. Thanks for supporting this stream and more. If not first member, sign up, please. Many content for you to watch. Golf, ghosts, murder. Also, free trial, do goo, so you can find out I like. So, in summation, yeah. Back to the show.
It was good.
It might be
It's a good
time to
read.
rewatch Always Sunny again.
What do you mean?
No, it just reminded me of this small little show.
Why is everyone saying furt?
Furt?
Was there a
did
typo
Michael
in
say?
that pop up?
Did Michael say Furt?
No, I'm
I don't know.
Oh, Chelsea did once. Chelsea said "furt." Nice, nice.
Oh,
the
welcome, Furt
Something
members.
started.
Welcome, furt. I feel like for Achievement Hunter, a furt is very appropriate. Welcome, furts. Yeah, exactly.
It's
Are you a
like
furt
something that
member?
sneaks out in the morning.
Furt.
Do you guys remember that show? And I'm getting a bunch of like old, because we were talking about reality shows early on, and I'm trying to dig this out of my memory. And Michael, you've got a very good memory for this kind of thing. Did you guys ever watch the Joe Schmo show?
Wasn't Michael just talking about that
Gosh, that
recently?
sounds so
Are you
familiar.
kidding me? Joe Schmo
Yeah.
show.
No
You-
kids.
You're talking about Rickety Cricket? Rickety Cricket?
That's the connection. Yeah, that's
Rickety
right.
Cricket's on that show.
Wait, is
What
he
if-
in that?
Oh, he's the
Is he?
asshole on the show. He's the
I
asshole.
would remember. I bet it's barely in my head, but I watched the
Also-
whole thing.
Let me tell you this. You know who else is on that fucking show?
Huh.
As one of the
No.
actors? Kristen Wiig.
Really?
She's one of the housemates. Yes. So Trevor, elaborate what the Joe Schmo show
So
is.
Joe Schmo Show was essentially, and again, this is where the details are lost on me, but it's essentially a reality TV show where this guy thinks he is one of many on this show. But it turns out the entire show is all about him. It's kind of like the Truman Show in that way. He's the only one that is actually the contestant on the show. He thinks that, this is a real thing, but it's all about him. Everyone's in on it. Everyone's an actor. And that's that.
Fredo's tearing up just thinking about it.
It's just, it's
Story of
just
his life.
Yeah,
I'm in
really
love with the
emotional.
concept, man.
I think it was like, some sort of
Interesting.
it was one of those housemate shows with contests and you vote each other off Survivor style, and whoever won, I think it was like $50,000 or something like that, $10,000, some sort of cash prize, whoever won. But yeah, every single person on the show was an actor. And they even got, I can't remember who the host was, but it was like a well-known host of like reality shows. So it was like totally legit. That show was amazing to watch because it's just like, it's just, Alfredo, it's fucking gaslighting the entire show. Because every time
a
they
show
do
for you.
something, right? It'd be something crazy.
Tingling.
But it never truly means anything as the viewer because everything is staged. Every single result, every action, except for what this one guy says, is staged. And you'd be like, oh, how's he going to react to this? And it would cut to him doing the talking heads. And he's like, I couldn't believe it. They started fighting and like, I didn't know what to do. And, and then it cuts to the other people and they're like, oh, we got him. We got him.
We got him.
Because it's
The
all
host
just
was
like, it's all just fourth wall breaking for the audience. It was so
Yeah.
good, dude.
That's awesome.
The host is Ralph Garman.
That sounds
I
like a
believe.
fun show.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Purple. Throw some bedding on a bunch of different mattresses and sure, they all look the same, pillows included, but guess what? Wrong. Peel away the layers, look at what's inside, and they're not the same. You thought they were, but they're not, and that's what makes every Purple mattress and pillow unlike anything you've ever slept on. The secret to Purple is the Purple Grid, a patented comfort technology that instantly adapts to your body's natural shape and sleep style. Purple is for every body, no matter how you sleep. With over 1,800 open air channels designed to neutralize body heat, Purple provides a cooling effect other mattresses can't replicate. But this cutting edge technology doesn't stop with the mattresses. You thought it did? Wrong. Every Purple pillow is engineered with the Grid for total head and neck support and absolute airflow, so you're always on the cool side of the pillow. You don't want to be sweating while you're sleeping. It's the worst. You wake up all soggy. Pillow says, I got you covered. Purple pillow, they're like, your head's comfy, your neck's in a good position, and you're cool as a cucumber. Purple's proprietary technology has been innovating comfort for over 15 years, and I can really feel it when I wake up in the morning. True story. Got a Purple pillow. Said, what's this crazy thing? You can see the grid. It's busting right through the fabric. It's all shaped. It's squishy. It's comfy. Put my head on it. I was out. Cold. Struggling to get up in the morning because the sleep was so comfortable. It is the most comfortable pillow I've ever had in my life. And they got me. Purple got me because Lindsay kept taking it because it's so comfy. So then I bought another one for Lindsay. Then I got Purple seat cushions because I'm sitting in my computer chair all day. And so now I'm sitting on one right now. I got Purple lumbar supports that go around the back. I'm purpled up. I'm covered in purple, okay? I love it. You can try every Purple product risk-free with free shipping and returns, and Purple has financing available. Had a 0% APR for qualified customers. Sounds pretty good because it's 0. Experience the Purple Grid and you'll sleep like never before. Go to purple.com/offtopic10 and use promo code offtopic10. For a limited time, you'll get 10% off any order of $200 or more. That's purple.com/offtopic10. Promo code offtopic10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. Terms apply.
Now,
I gotta
this
check
is
this out.
where, yeah, you should. This is where the show starts to get hairy because I don't know, because there was a second season where the original Joe then became like a producer in some way, or was behind the scenes. Now, I don't know if this was a different show or if it was the second season, but basically this person had to like marry somebody and like convince, oh man, It's like so loose in my mind. But they had to like convince their family that like they were actually going to marry this person, and like the family was like all anti like getting like you should marry this person. You don't even know them. Like they had no idea. They thought they were just doing it for a TV show. And they wouldn't win the money unless they and maybe it is the end of the Joe Schmo show. I don't know, but they wouldn't win the money unless they married this person. Oh God, I don't know what that show is.
I know they did a season 2. I know the
Sounds
first season
beautiful.
ended with they just gave him the money. They're like, you get the money. Like the money
Yeah.
you thought you were gonna get, like there was never a contest. We're just gonna give it to you. Or some amount of money. I don't know if it probably was the actual like prize amount. And he was just like, what the fuck? He was also such a like just like they picked like the perfect guy. He was just like so I don't know. He reminds me a lot, and I could be wrong because this is all based on memory. This show is like 15 years old.
Right.
Mhm.
But thinking about it personality wise, in my head, you know who he was like? He was like Kent. Of just like a nice, normal guy who something crazy would happen and he'd be like, oh gosh.
That's so
That's-
wild.
Shoot.
Oh my
Can't believe that
Whoa. You know what I mean?
happened.
He never got mad and he didn't want to like have conflict with everybody. And he was just like, he seemed like such like a dad. I think he was younger, but it was just like, it was like you watch it and you love it, but you also go, poor Joe, like this poor guy. like he's just so nice.
Just being gaslit the entire time.
It's obviously different style of show, but this makes me feel like the what's the Todd Margaret show, Michael? It's the Increasingly Poor Decisions of Todd
Yes.
Margaret.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a narrative driven show, and David Cross is the main character. But similar feeling in that you're like, no, like this poor guy, but he does it all himself. Like
he's a piece of shit.
yeah, like he intentionally and unintentionally like fucks himself over so much that you're like, no, stop. Why do you do this to yourself? But I got to keep watching.
I'll say
I
it's
gotta-
more
Let's see what
It's
happens.
like a train wreck. You can't look away.
with
Mhm.
Todd Margaret. Todd Margaret, at least in my experience, I haven't watched the entire series. But it's more not, oh my god, no, why would you do this to yourself? But like, oh god, no, because you have to watch it. You have to
Mhm.
watch the incredibly awkward, cringy scene that's about to take place because of what he said and done. But it's in a
100%.
very deliberate manner. He's just a piece of shit, and people just kind of catch him in it.
See, I love cringe too, and I've talked about that before. Like some people like cringe because of a sense of like Schadenfreude, where it's like, or Schadenfreude, I don't know how you pronounce it, where it's like, oh, that's not me, so I enjoy that. Like, let me laugh at their expense. But no,
Right.
for me, it's relatable. I watch cringe and I go, I've lived that. Yes.
I go, I've lived
I
that, and it's
understand what's
resurfacing it, and I
happening.
go, yeah. When I was
Yep.
watching, okay, so if you like cringe TV, I'm telling you, go back to the last season of Bachelorette, watch the Claire part, because the whole time I would just be like,
Oh.
watching like this, I would just like, and Barbara would look over, and I'd be like, just sort of looking back and forth. I know I'm very
Yes.
visual, but looking back and forth, and like she would catch me making these faces. I'm like, I can't help it. What's happening on the screen? But anyway, I realized. Thank you, chat, again for saving me. I realized now why I got these two shows mixed up and why it was so buried in my mind. Joe Schmo show is from 2003. Okay, so it's like a long time ago. This
God.
other show was Joe Millionaire, similar title, also in
Oh, yeah.
2003.
Joe
Was all about
Millionaire.
this. It was like a Bachelor style show where this dude was a fake millionaire, and he would get all these like women into the house, and then they were like fawn over him. And like he couldn't tell. I don't know if he couldn't tell them or couldn't tell them until the end, or like he couldn't tell them until after they got married or
Oh, I
something like
remember
that.
this guy's face.
Like, yeah, he would have to like tell them and then be like, "Now, do you want to marry me?" And they'd be like, "No." And it was just like, ooh,
oh
but,
god,
like,
they
there
were
was
just in it
some
for the
real-
money.
I was gonna
there's
ask for
some
you,
real
Trevor.
cringe
'cause
back in the.
you
reality
have like
school.
physical reaction to the cringe. Like, what is that you can remember? Like the biggest physical reaction you've had to television or a television moment where, like recently, I was watching the Dragon Quest movie with Michael. Fantastic until the
man.
very end, in my opinion, and I lost
Dragon
it.
Quest: Your Story on Netflix is what
So
Lindsay's
upset
referring
with
to.
the choices they made at the end of that film, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah,
His
it's kind of a spoiler, but it's an animation. It's beautifully animated. And it's based on one of the games, Dragon Quest being an immensely popular game in Japan. It's like the biggest to me growing up in the United States, the West, if you're referring to Japan, it's always been like under, not even maybe number 2, but maybe further than that, under Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is like the most well-known like RPG big franchise. Dragon Quest is much bigger than Final Fantasy in Japan. I think it's like one of the number 1 selling like games. It's huge IP. It's like huge. And this film is relatively new. I think it came out last year. Is based on one of the games. So it's very much, they just took the plot of the game, changed a bunch of stuff to fit it into like a 90-minute film. And it takes a twist in the last 10 minutes or so that is just so out of left field, and some would say unnecessary. I
I would say
watched
that.
Lindsay freak out as it happened, and like it's hard to just give away the ending, but I don't think there's really another way to do it than to just spoil it. And I'll say, if you haven't watched the movie and you want to, I'm going to spoil the ending, which isn't like, it's crazy to say like it's a spoiler, but like you could do this in any movie ever. So
Yeah, it's annoying because it's not a spoiler and it's so
yeah,
dumb. Like
it's just a thing. It's just a thing
yeah.
that someone wrote. So more or less the entirety of the film follows the game, which of course is like, you have some hero and he's got to fight this bad guy and blah, 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 blah. Gets to the very end of the film. He's fighting the bad guy. This has spanned generations. The kid like watched his father die horrifically, and now he has a son of his own. It's like a
Shout out to
30
Yuri
year.
Lowenthal.
It's like a 30-year progression of story. Like you start as a kid, then like a young adult, then you're a father of your own kid. And well, I say you because it's the game, but they follow that in the film, and it gets all the way to the very much like the end of the film when he's fighting and he kills the guy. And so the bad guy, the entire film is trying to summon like a super bad guy that's been like sealed away, you know, and he's like, I'm going to release him and he's going to fucking mess up the world or whatever. So he defeats the villain, the bad guy, but he does the thing where he opens the gate and lets like the super bad guy come down. He comes down and the hero's like, oh, you're so-and-so. And he goes, well, I was supposed to be so-and-so, but I'm the virus that took him over. And you're like, and the hero's like, what? And he's like, you're in a virtual reality video game and I'm a virus.
Mhm.
And then he starts
What?
Super meta.
deleting the world, this beautiful, you know, world you've placed your mind in, this medieval
Gorgeous
world.
graphics,
And he starts-
incredible fight
He starts
choreography.
deleting it, and it's
What?
like it like explains the fourth wall that like the hero is like, it's just a kid in Japan in a Dragon Quest VR game, and Dragon
He's in an
Quest is his
arcade.
favorite series. He's in a fucking arcade
Yep.
playing this game, and Lindsay just goes, no, why, what, no.
It's all melting
so
away,
mad.
and she's
Yeah.
just like grabbing at
What?
sand. No,
And,
be
like,
real now.
basically.
Yeah, and so literally he's just like, I'm a virus, and so I'm
I'm a
supposed to be the
virus.
boss that's written in the story, but I'm a virus. And there's
Yeah.
a couple of comments throughout in the movie where someone will go, like specifically there's this one part. He's got to go to some island on a quest, and they're like, blah, 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 but watch out, there's robots there. And he goes, robots? Why are there robots? And they say, I don't know, there's just robots this time. And there's a couple of things that happen like
This
that
time,
throughout. And so then at the very end, it shows the kid like walking up to the VR, and he's like, I would like robots in my game this time.
Mhm.
And they're like, inputting your robots, sir.
Okay,
It's
so
just
so it's
it's
kind of like a half-baked, like someone thought they had this huge brainwave. We're like, oh, I'm baking on this one. The reveal will be tremendous and
It was just
break
so-
cinema.
It was
But
just
it's just the whole. It was all a dream trope.
Well, here's
mean,
my
but
thing.
it's
I'm
just so
I'm
weird.
fine with
'cause
the,
it's
this
like-
all a dream trope, especially in anime. It's very prevalent.
Yeah,
like
that is
that's a big
fine, but
thing. A okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
that reminds me of, and this is an actual movie. It stars Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway, and it's this movie where Matthew McConaughey is like this boat fisherman, and Anne Hathaway for like this exotic island or something like that, and Anne Hathaway is like this rich person who's there with her husband, and she's like trying to hire Matthew McConaughey to kill her husband. So it's like this drama mystery thriller, and you're just like, okay, they're trying to navigate all this, yada yada yada. At the end, it was all a video game.
Oh yeah. I'm
Like,
getting tired
the
of
movie's
like
called Serenity. It's rated really poorly, but I was like, what? I was like, why is This is where you went.
Why,
with
though?
The,
Why?
Why? It was.
And the thing-
shit you
Listen.
not. It was a video game.
The thing
We're
about
gonna
the thing ab-
modernize the
the thing
trope,
about-
guys. It's gonna go
thing-
well.
It's gonna go so
Great.
well.
Gonna be
the
great.
thing
It's gonna
about
be so
Dragon
good.
Gamers
Quest,
will love it.
the thing about Dragon Quest that was so crazy, it's like it is a video game, and I just thought this. Everyone, obviously, it's like they just made an animated movie about the video game, but they went, "That's not enough."
No, not
That's
even.
not
Was that
enough.
not enough? On top of that, like Fredo's ending in the movie, totally nonsensical and weird, and that's just like, okay, it's a video game. Like, doesn't make sense. I get Dragon Quest is a video game, but the entire point of this meta, like breaking the fourth wall to talk about this virus that's infested the game, is to talk about how awesome Dragon Quest is.
It
and
really
how
was.
amazing it is, and how it's changed everyone's lives, and it's just so great. And you should love the characters as
Dude,
much as your family. And I'm like,
literally
Turned
okay,
into propaganda at the end.
Literally,
Yeah,
the
it
dialogue, the
did.
dialogue
Yes.
for
Man.
the dialogue for the kid in the video game now, who's like been reviewed, because obviously I guess it's like a VR game, but he doesn't know it's a VR game, while he's playing it. It's just, it's not like he knows the whole time that he's a player. You know what I mean? I guess it's like the idea of when he's in the video game, he thinks it's all real. When he comes out of the video game, he's like, whoa, shit. Maybe he remembers it. I don't know, because it was a surprise to the main character, too. It's not like it was a secret. He was like, what? But he's arguing with the computer virus there. And then he starts talking about his childhood, about growing up with video games. And he's like, they were always there for me. They're real to me. These video games are real and they have feelings. And I was going, no,
That
they
guy
don't.
at the wrestling
don't.
ring.
No, they don't.
Do not. They do
It's
not.
the
Yeah.
exact opposite of like when
Yes.
I'll blow away an animal in a video game, or
It's
like,
real to me.
and I'll just go, it's just a bunch of ones and zeros. It's a video game. This is the total opposite of that. Of like, the memories I made from Dragon Quest created me and who I am, and I won't let you take this. And then some little slime that's been following him the whole game, it's like a little monster, jumps out and he goes, I'm actually an antivirus. I can defeat him. And then he like injects the antivirus into
Yep.
the virus.
They made
then-
Steve Bloom read that
What?
line.
And then then the bad guy is free now. So what does Melkor do?
Well, there's
Well,
the
no,
sequel, Trevor.
no one's
Yeah.
free. I mean, he dies. Well,
Oh,
it's
so
like
the
he
virus
re-
took him over,
the
and then when the
virus
virus was
replaced
dead,
him.
he
Basic-
explodes.
yes, basically when coding this man, somehow a virus got. Oh, dude, it was so good too because he was like, I'm a virus. Someone uploaded me who hates you. Like, I guess talking to the real character, and they were like, and he's like, what? And he goes, they had a message for you. Grow
Uh-huh.
up, loser. Something like that. Something
No,
like that.
yeah,
No
actually.
joke.
Yeah.
No
This is a
joke. It
thing?
was like, little
Grow
idiot,
up,
stop playing
loser.
video games. I'm
Yeah.
Make
gonna
any
hack
He-
your
he's
game.
like, this is my family.
Like, oh, this is a good
And it's like,
idea.
20 minutes into this
someone-
film, 20 minutes into this film, you're watching this like 8-year-old kid watch his warrior father try to save his wife and get burned to death, like by a fireball spell, screaming, agonizing, and he keeps having like dreams about it throughout the movie, like horrific flashbacks. And then it ends with him going, "Grow up, loser! It's a video game." It was so
Oh my
weird.
God.
It was
That's
so
weird.
weird.
I need to mention Caden is in chat right now, and they are rightfully losing it as well. I don't know how Caden feels about the movie, but I know they're a big Dragon Quest fan. So you might see a lot of all caps statements from them regarding. Please discuss. I see. I'll fight. Who am I fighting? Please, Caden.
For
not
me, Dragon Quest, I was just like, oh, damn. The number of times I thought this, oh, dang, they made a video game starring Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. And I went, oh, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Dragon Ball Z. Oh, that's not Dragon Ball Z game. I just kept
Every
Same
thinking
artist, yeah.
Everyone in the game looks like Dragon Ball because it's the same artist. Or like
Same
I
artist,
doubt
yeah.
I doubt he fucking draws it all now, but like he's
Yeah.
at the top. I think it's Akira Toriyama. Everybody looks like a little. It's like that's Goku
That's a little
with a
Goku,
different
yeah.
haircut. That's
Yeah,
Gohan
or Android
with
17.
That's
Yep.
Gohan with brown hair. The main character of Dragon Quest XI, which I'm playing right now, looks exactly like Android 17. He just has brown hair instead of black hair. It's you feel like you're playing a Dragon Ball game when you're playing. At least next. I don't know what next gen is anymore, but like PlayStation 2 on or whatever. You know when they moved on from being like 16-bit sprites, it was like, oh, this is Dragon Ball. That's Chi-Chi. They have like same shit too. Like they have helmets that look the same. They have like armor and
Yup.
shit that's like that's Saiyan armor. You
They can
painted,
almost use the same song.
you painted the Saiyan armor a different color.
know,
Rock the dragon.
and just like get rid of the Dragon Ball Z part.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yo,
the
rock the dragon,
Funimation cover.
dragon.
Yeah,
Quiet.
that's what I grew
Dragon
up on.
Ball Z.
Oh,
Yeah. And then I listened to Head Chala and I was like, oh my god, this is way better. This is like, no offense, I grew up on. I have the nostalgia factor, but come on, it's Head Chala. It's a great song.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
I'm reading this real quick. Sorry, a little side tangent. Epic Game Store just tweeted out, just announced the iconic Kingdom Hearts series is coming to PC. First time ever, March 30th.
You hear that? Can we make you happy with Kingdom Hearts discussion?
Yeah.
Will that appease you?
Will that help? Will that help? Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts, yeah, HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. Kingdom
It's
Hearts
been making its
2.8
rounds.
final chapter prologue. Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind. Is it the title of these damn games?
Yeah, no, it is. They have the worst titling
What
ever.
the
in-
Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix.
There's a
Yeah.
something 0.8 in there somewhere too, I think.
What? Yeah,
There's like a
Kingdom Hearts
game-
HD 2.8 final chapter prologue. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so
Subsection B.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. Remix is capital R, lowercase e, capital MIX. Remix. Then you skip over
Mhm.
to Kingdom Hearts 3 plus, and it's Remind. And it's capital R, lowercase e, space, capital M, lowercase IND. Stop.
So what's
Oh,
your
yeah?
point, dude?
Why? It's like it's
What's your
confusing as the
question?
goddamn
your question?
plot of this game.
It's not though. The
I don't
plot's
know
more
anything
confusing
about this.
Oh,
If you
Oh,
want
Kingdom
to,
Hearts?
if you want to play
I don't know
Kingdom
anything
Hearts
about it.
play the- and not be confused, play the first game and then stop, and you'll get most of it.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
go. You'll go.
There's just some keyblades and-
You're
Honestly, for people like you and I, Trevor, the appeal. I mean, I like anime and I love Final Fantasy too, but I was more
Mhm.
like anime advent children, not really playing Final Fantasy. You'll like the Disney aspect. That's what turned me on to Kingdom Hearts. I was like, oh, nice. I can run around with like Donald and Goofy, and Donald will never heal me. Awesome. Cool.
Are those all the different games?
Yes.
Katie, listen, Alfredo.
Yes.
Listen.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
there's a lot, man.
Oh my god. What is that? Is that a Roman numeral point? Like a regular 5?
Does it?
Yeah,
Wha-
dude.
Ah,
Pay attention.
Why would you name it like this?
Well, what's
So everyone
concert
can
first
follow it.
breath?
That one says 3D on top of the logo. That one says
Orchestra.
Oh,
What is
Dream Drop
HD?
Distance.
That one
Yeah,
says
that was because that was for
02?
the 3DS, bro. And then the HD Dream Drop Distance. I guess that's
Roman
probably
numeral
in the regular.
0.5
I
I
don't
could
know.
use a dream drop. My throat's sore.
Union X.
orchestral concert. What? The Union
Ooh,
X? Yeah,
3D.
what?
Wait a minute. Look, there's the final
Now you're
mix.
just you're being purposefully
Something
obtuse.
final mix.
Yeah, Final Mix. Final Mix is one of the most simplest ones. Final Mix is just like basically the DLC version. But the game existed before DLC. You know, they did the thing again.
I
This
hate
is
everything
huge with
about
like
this.
Japanese role playing games where they make it and then like a year and a half later they release like a definitive edition is what they're called now. But generally it was just some sort of subtitle and it had like new bosses, new side quests, new this shit. And the West would usually never get it because they're like, people don't care as much over there. Like in Japan, this will fucking sell like hotcakes. So we'll make a little bonus version. I know because I had a modded PS2. I bought like a part to mod it so I could play Japanese games. Because even some of those games would still have English subtitles in them. So I could like get the Japanese game and it was like a thing so I could play a Japanese region game. Like I did it with Final Fantasy X. And it's like, that's how you get the Dark Aeons, dude. There's new weapons and shit. But now DLC exists so they can just release
Right.
DLC.
Well, now that you say that, that makes sense because if they're expanding the story and the universe or whatever, and back in the day, you just have to release a new version.
Just
So
gotta
what do you
make
do?
it
You do
again.
a 1.5.
But
You
have
do
like
a
a
2.5.
system.
you know?
There's like 10 different naming conventions. It's all over the place.
Everybody
I
gets
think
a
it's also
piece,
because
dude.
of all the different platforms, right? Like there's the DS and there's like the handheld versions, there's the console
PSP,
versions,
the
PSP,
mobile.
right?
Yeah.
So, right.
Kingdom
There's-
Hearts Chain of
there's-
Memories came out for Game Boy Advance.
Can we just
I was
scrap
half
it?
tempted, like someone's
Can we
got a
just
really
scrap
long
it?
video
Yeah, like,
trying to
start over.
capture the whole story in one video, and
Here's the
I
thing: I've
tried to
watched
watch it, and it's very
Still,
long.
it still doesn't make sense too. After you
Really?
watch
Is it
I'll
kind
watch
of
it
like
and just
Sonic
go,
though, where like Sonic was making out with a human? Is like Mickey making out with some human?
No,
Well,
not that we know
Mickey-
of. Maybe
he's
in a
not doing
cutscene
any
that it was
Mickey
scrapped.
Mac that I'm aware of. There's no Mickey Mac.
There's no Mac attacks.
I don't
I may.
know.
Mickey is macking, and it better be on Mini. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he's
Kingdom
moved
Hearts
on.
3, I think Donald used a spell that killed him. This Donald of
Whoa.
Donald Duck fame used like a it was probably like Meteo or something, because the thing with the Kingdom Hearts is when it first came out, what's Kingdom Hearts? It's Disney shit with Final Fantasy. That's it. That's what it was. That's
Yeah,
what made it cool.
that's
It
what
was
I-
a role-playing game. So it's got a bunch of Final Fantasy characters. Meteo or Meteor is a spell that varies throughout Final Fantasies, but like in one of them, it's like so powerful that like if you're not in peak physical condition, you'll die using it. Donald Duck does this and dies.
Oh
But then
my
they like go back.
God.
But then they go like back in time and bring him back to life or some shit. I think they
There's
go back in
time
time.
travel.
They killed Donald
Probably.
Duck.
Well, Donald Duck, he sacrificed himself. They didn't kill him. He's like, I get it, Goofy, and then he just a little spell, and it's like, yeah, dude. It's
okay, I'm
crazy.
gonna-
There's time magic though,
Here's the
right? It's
thing,
not
a
like time
full ass
travel.
died.
I have a question here. Okay,
Yes.
I know a big thing, right? Is you take these characters
sorry,
with
Zeta
Disney
Flare.
characters, and then
Zeta
you have
Flare.
their weapons are keyblades.
Yeah,
Every
dude.
time I've seen a
yeah.
keyblade, it doesn't look. I mean, the designs of them awesome, look really
Yeah.
cool. They sound
Yeah.
fun, like collecting them and unlocking them in the game.
Mhm.
None of them look sharp. None of
Yeah,
them look
it's
like
not.
a blade.
Well, they're bludgeoning
key hammer.
devices.
Yeah, they're blunt
bludgeonings.
objects. Yeah, you're gonna
Right.
smack
Okay.
people with them, or
You don't
block
Right.
stab. You
or
beat.
cast a spell.
Okay,
Yeah,
You
depending
just
on which
beat someone
angle you
over the head
lift
with it.
your
Oh,
key
blunt
in.
blade.
But their handles, they're cool as shit.
They really are. They look.
That's
cool.
where they really get fancy with them.
Well, also just from visiting like the different worlds in Disney in the first game, that was the appeal, along with like Disney crossover, is you get these customized keyblades, outfits, and then the worlds that you're in, you get each like a different companion for the world. Like a lot of people love the Nightmare Before Christmas world. I do as well. And while you're there, you get to hang out with Jack Skellington. I'm like, that's really cool. He's in your party
cool.
now. Jack Skellington? Come on. Come on.
Who said what? Huh?
I mean, it's pretty
I
cool.
thought it was Fredo questioning, but he had a mouthful of can.
Who said that then?
Look, this is.
I
It's
didn't
a
say
lot.
it.
It's a lot. My brain hurts right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
You have barely scratched the
Why don't I-
surface. I just know from hearing
No.
Michael and Matt go at it about Kingdom Hearts that this is a red web I don't want to weave. Okay,
Yeah, let's-
this is
Well, it's
deep.
also-
That
I
will
mean-
not be
Spin your
a
tail.
future episode.
But it's good. It could be though, because there's no answer.
What do you mean? Is there no like definitive answer of the?
No, fuck off. Here's the problem. You have sympathizers like Matt coming in trying to be like, well, it makes sense. And I'm like, it doesn't, Matt. It doesn't make sense. I don't give a fuck how much you explain it. Just because it exists, so much shit just doesn't make sense. And because it was just all hobbled together. Like most singular games don't make sense from start to finish, let alone trying to tie it all together. It's like when Matt talks about the Zelda timeline.
Look,
And he goes,
Right.
well, Zelda timeline happened up to one point, and then it split into 3 different timelines, and so this timeline follows that, and this time, and I go, yeah, but they just said that because that's the only way they could make sense out of it. They didn't say that when they were making the goddamn games. 20 years later, they said, oh fuck, we want to tie
Right.
these games in together. What do we do? I don't know. How about the timeline split at this one point, and then
Right,
went,
like
okay,
at what point? How
box
many
it up and
timelines can
sell
you
it.
have? Let's just have a fourth and a fifth timeline. Let's just keep
look,
messing
I
it
can't.
up.
I can't trust Matt when it comes to video games, and this is because he broke my trust with video games with Pokemon. That latest like Pokemon release on the Switch, and he was like, "I hate it." Everyone's hating. He's like, "I hate it too."
oh, Sword and Shield.
Yeah, Sword and Shield.
You're talking
I'm-
about his campaign against it for a
Yes,
year.
Where he was gonna
campaign
buy
of,
it
like,
used.
I'm not going to play that game. Game came out, and he was looking for it used.
Right. He didn't want. Well, he didn't want to support it directly, but he still, you got to scratch that itch. Got to play that Pokemon.
He's like, well, I didn't support them directly because I bought it used. But I'm like, well, you streamed it. You streamed it to so many people
Which is,
advertising it.
yeah.
Also
I don't know. Like I
did
get,
like Sword
I
and
get
Shield
Matt's
a bit,
feelings
yeah.
on it. I really do. But I also like I missed all of the Pokemon waves these last few years. Like I'm like the last one I really played like several times through was Sapphire, and after that, like I'm lost. I'm overwhelmed. I'm a boomer when it comes to Pokemon. I'm like there's just too many, and like my tiny little brain just can't contain the numbers that are within the
What are
Pokemon
they up
roster
to?
now.
I felt
700?
that somewhere around there, I think. I felt that before playing Sword and Shield. Did not give a shit about any Pokemon past Gen 1.
You mean
now
the
I
friends?
care. Yes, my friends. Now I have new friends. I have more friends. But I started playing Shield, and I was like, oh, I actually I literally like give a shit now about these
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Well, I
It's
think that's
great.
what I'm with you because I think that's what this franchise needed personally. Like, I totally understand like missing out on all of your old favorites and stuff, but those games are still there, you know, and like, and you want to play them in a modern game. I get that, but also as a business, they like need to refresh, right? There's a whole new generation of kids out here looking for Pokemon, and it is overwhelming. So like,
Yeah, Gen
you
Z.
gotta kind of like sometimes you gotta start the slate clean. You gotta retcon.
Yeah.
You know,
That was my
Well,
whole
I
thing. It's like,
know-
look, they already got you hooked. Okay,
I
you're sitting here being
know-
pissed off. You don't want to buy it. You're gonna buy it. They need to get the new kids in there.
I know most of it too wasn't necessarily even just like the different game. It was like a whole thing about like how many Pokemon were going to be in it, or oh, you know what it was too? It was like like the Pokedex in this game wouldn't compare with the existing deck, so you couldn't transfer Pokemon from the last game to this game. It really like affected the most hardcore of players. And all jokes aside, like that's Matt, right? Like I just play it. I think most people our age have some experience with Pokemon. We've played the game or whatever. But like I've never like collected every single Pokemon in every single game and transferred them up every single game one at a time. And we're so like you can have every single Pokemon you've ever caught. And so like that's what Matt was talking about. Like not even just, hey, I want to have whoever in this game, but like in the last Pokemon, like this is the guy that I caught 12 years ago. Like literally, you know what I mean? Like I caught this Pokemon, then I moved them to the next game, then I moved them to
Right.
the next game, and I moved them to
Yeah.
the next game. And so I get that. But like you said, it's also like, what's the percentage of
Yeah.
the player base for that though? Like it's
And-
just so minuscule
I-
compared to them being like,
Mhm.
look, we're not gonna have them all, and you can't transfer them all. And so that's what like most people were pissed about.
Well,
That
also,
I'm
didn't they
aware
say
of.
like little by little eventually or something like that?
I know they've added some.
Yeah.
Well, like,
Yeah,
like,
they
like,
got done
imagine
recently.
they had to go through the hassle
Mhm.
of making Gloom. There's a 3D model of Gloom, and you got to make where's the Gloom pop up in the world? Where are they hanging out? You know, where are they living?
If I
And then
were
no
a
one
Gloom, I would
transfers
one of
their
those things
dang
where-
Gloom.
And I experienced this with like Siege, where I was just like, oh man, like I want these settings and this rule set, yada yada. But I was like, well, at the end of the day, the majority of I'm in that minority, right? And that super like small percentage of really, really sweaty like esport players. I was like, the majority of Siege players are playing it casually. So like I understand why they're not catering to that small percentage of hardcore players. It makes sense. It's a lot of work that goes into that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Can I ask the
can see
group too,
both
real
sides.
quick?
You know, yeah.
Yeah. As far as like Pokemon moving forward, there's been a lot of discussion about what the next like area is that they'll explore. I mean, we had Alola beforehand, and now we're in like the Galar region, which is very like UK inspired.
Mhm.
And there's been fan art out there that I'm sure people have seen about like hypotheticals for a game set in Australia or areas of South America. I think it was focused mostly in Brazil. And I am all about those ideas, but I wanted to see like where would y'all put a Pokemon game if you had a choice? Where should we go next?
I think
I
something
couldn't even tell
Hmm.
you where we've been though.
Let's go to
yeah.
No, we went to
space.
be
America
real, I
once.
don't know what they're all
Let's get Celestial with
based
it.
on.
One
Celestial
was
would be
in
cool, like
France,
space.
right?
Mhm.
Wasn't one in France
I believe so. Was that black
or
and white?
based on France?
Was that America?
I don't know.
Chad, help me out.
Dude, like I think like
desert.
like a jungle one though, where like you're often like a
Cool, the
rainforest kind of environment would be rad
Yeah.
because there's so much actually like so many
Ooh,
creatures in the
yeah.
rainforest, but it's also like just a total change of pace. It's not instead of like cities and big like metropolis development. I think that'd be really really interesting.
But, like
about that.
Madagascar, that'd be awesome because then you get like really unique species there,
mm-hmm.
only be
Yeah.
found there.
If it's in Australia, everything's gonna be like poison type. Everything's gonna be
Yes.
bite type. You know, that's the
Bite,
main
dude.
attack.
Wait, what?
It's
Bite
gonna be
type?
hiding
Yeah,
in your
he's
shoes.
right.
Bite
He's
type's the
right.
new type.
Bite type. That
Mhm.
was
Whoever just
introduced
made
in
it.
Gen 6.
I love this. I love it.
Bite type.
Oh, think of
Main
the water
bite
type
type
Pokemon
came
they
out,
have.
and
is-
then they came out with fairy
shake out
type
your
to counter
shoes.
bite type
Oh yeah. Wait, what does fairy actually counter? Dark, right? Or
and
I
dragon.
think so.
I think.
Dra-
I think
oh,
it, I think
yeah,
it, I think
and
it
there's-
believe so.
doo-doos on dragon
like steel as
bite.
well?
and bite.
And bite type, yeah.
I-
Well, bite type is a
Yeah.
little OP. There's no counter.
There
to
has
that.
to be a great
There's
white.
no, there's no
Pokemon
hard
if we're going
counter.
to
You might have some
Australia.
soft counters, but
like a Neosporin and Band-Aid type, but like the rest is like nah. It's Scar. It's a Scar.
Fredo, where'd you go? Where would you take Pokemon?
dude, I mean, Let's take it, like I said, space. Get celestial with it. You know what I'm saying?
That'll work.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh.
That-
Yeah,
I,
you
mean,
know.
I know it's like really far fetched, and I'm sure a lot of
No.
people
No,
would
that's
hate it.
Gen 1.
But I feel like it'd be far fetched. But I think it'd be really cool to see them get really crazy with like the different types, right?
Well, you
Kinda
could go into like
space.
celestial mythology for the Pokemon. That'd be really cool. Plus, like different
Yeah.
cultures.
Well, didn't they started getting
sick.
what are the Mew type creatures, the ones
What-
that are like in each generation? There's the legendary, right? Is there anything
Yeah.
higher than that, like the god level Pokemon?
I don't
right?
know what they're called, but yes, that's
Yeah.
I know.
Interesting.
There's Mew, and then Gen 2 was Celebi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
whatever the
yeah,
fuck his
Celebi.
name was.
Because
I
Celebi is kind
Oh,
of
no
like a
idea after that
space
what the
onion
fuck they were.
green
thing.
looking
That
bastard.
fucker could travel through time.
Yeah. So I mean, like
Ridiculous.
Fredo, like the seeds
What-
are there, man. Like I feel
what-
like that's a natural, like a
yeah,
natural
right. Like
move.
it could work. Also, would it be weird if they went a little back in time? Maybe like Greek god
No,
type like
dinosaurs!
Pokemon.
That would be.
Yeah.
I
No,
would
I want
be in that.
dinosaurs. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Dinosaurs,
You know what
and
I'm
then they
saying?
cross
And we're
over
all
with
cavemen.
Digimon.
And we got rock balls. Oh,
Well, wait,
Balls.
I mean,
Fredo's
like, that
talking
sounds
about,
good.
like-
That's
Have
cool.
Trevor
Yeah.
make up all the moves, the names for the moves, and just like the types.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Fight.
rock
He
balls.
does rock ball.
Fredo's talking like
Bite-
Yu-Gi-Oh
Bite type would
stuff,
never
where
do
we're gonna go
rock
back and see
balls.
Pokemon being used in
Oh,
ancient
yeah.
times to
In
battle.
ancient
Like,
Egyptian
I
times.
want
Yeah.
we do dinosaur Pokemon, then
Mm.
we tie in crossover with Digimon. Not that it's in ancient times, but they're way more like dinosaurs. And I know Alfredo's a huge fan. I mean, Gabu after Gabumon from Digimon.
mhm.
Big win from me. Big win from Tim Geddes. I liked him before we started until I knew he took that Power Ranger thing and buried it.
Then
He
he didn't
stole
even
it
get
and
it.
then gifted it to someone else, essentially. But I'll swoop in with my dog, call him Agu, obviously short for Agumon.
yes.
And then
Yeah.
I'll have the crest of courage. Alfredo will have the crest of friendship. And we butt heads. But
Yeah,
we come together in the end. Two innocent guys. And
but we kick ass
then-
though.
we'll gas. I got nothing but gas types. And that's that. And so
Trevor, don't become Ken, please. We don't want to
That's-
have to battle you.
That's
the pot,
the
but,
face
but Ken
Ken.
comes back around though. Ken comes
Yeah,
back
right,
around.
look.
Ken's a
Yeah.
Digi
My
Keep the
childhood was a
story
waste.
going.
I don't remember any of these shows I used to
Okay.
watch.
Well-
What was the point of childhood?
You had none. There
I
was
don't
no
remember
purpose.
it all.
There was no purpose.
Trevor,
just
we watched
washed
Digimon
over
in our
me.
20s. Don't feel bad. I was like
I-
24 when I
Post-
watched Digimon.
I don't
so
remember
we're
a
good.
Ken. I remember the Digivolves. I remember the
Ken,
guy
season
getting
2 bad
sucked
guy,
into the
dude.
computer.
Hey,
The,
Digimon.
the Digimon Emperor? You don't remember the Digimon Emperor?
I don't remember
You
he
will
had a
bow to
name
him.
like
He was
Ken,
throwing
like the
blood-
most
dark
basic
rings
guy
out.
name in the
He's throwing
world.
the dark rings out.
Might as
Capture
well call
all the
him Steve.
Digimon. Maniac. Okay?
Wow, that guy.
Evil. He had Wormmon. But then he evolved into Stingmon. He was cool as shit. He was
Yeah,
a
where's
giant
Bitemon?
bug. Anyway,
Gabumon,
that's off topic.
Tikabumon.
dude, you gotta watch out for Gabumon. You get him house trained. However, he'll go, Blue Blaster, ha! And he'll shoot his blue blaster in your house. Everything's gonna get all like wet, on fire. I'm not quite sure what he was shooting. It was a blue stream of something. But that's our show here today. We gotta get out of here. Post teams waiting. They're chomping.
They're biting.
They're biting. They're using
They're
their
bite types, yeah.
They're
All of
rocking
them.
or whatever the fuck the move was.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. We're out of here. Stick around. We will see you next week on another exciting action-packed edition of Off Topic. I'm struggling to see what they're playing. It does stuff. Oh, they're playing Monopoly Plus. Boom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
If you want to learn about finances and how you should invest, just keep watching, and you will learn from the Achievement Hunter post-production team. They'll tell you everything you want to know, and you're guaranteed to win big. Thanks for
Guaranteed.
watching. Let's all have Fiona's power in our thoughts.
Mm.